Good morning, dear students. Welcome to my channel. And today we are going to start a beautiful poem, A Poison Tree. It's written by William Blake. It's highly symbolic poem and it discusses a lot of themes which are related to human psychology, human nature, and also relationships of humans with each other and how we can prevent our relations from being spoiled. So major themes that we are going to discuss in this poem, they are anger, revenge, death, deceit, and malice, and also how can we make our relations strong. So Blake is really indulging and exploring his darker side and the darker side of human condition by extension. So whenever he discusses about his darker aspects of his nature, he not only discusses his nature but also he is focusing on general human nature, that how people treat their relationships. So I would read the poem for you. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So it's such a beautiful example that whenever we are angry with somebody, with our friends, with our family, or anyone that we know, and if we express and if we tell about our hidden intentions and about our anger, so our anger and our animosity ends at that point. Because when you express your emotions, when you're not suppressing your emotions and you are given vent to your emotions, your anger, it actually ends eventually. It doesn't grow if you tell it, if you express it. But when you press your anger, when you press your negative feelings in your heart, so they keep on growing in your heart, right? So it is a basic phenomena, psychological phenomena. A lot of psychological experts also say that when you express your feelings, you are getting free from those emotions, and when you suppress those feelings, you actually get troubled by those feelings, and they someday they can explode in a very negative way. So he tells us a story. He wants to mention this reality in form of a story, and he tells us that once he was angry with his friend, and when he was angry, he told him the reason. He had a discussion with him, and when he told him about his problem with him, all of his anger gone away. So when he was angry with his foe means enemy, but he didn't tell him, उसने उसको नहीं बताया that I'm angry with you. So he kept on feeding his anger, his hatred in his heart. So his hatred got bigger and bigger. हमने अक्सर ऐसा सोचा है कि जब हम कोई बात दिल में रखते हैं और जब कोई किसी भी चीज़ का गुस्सा अपने दिल में रखते हैं तो वो बढ़ता जाता है। लेकिन अगर हम वही बात किसी से शेयर कर लेते हैं, अगर किसी की गलती उसको बता देते हैं और अगर हम किसी को बता देते हैं कि मुझे आपसे ये शिकायत है, तो फिर वो चीज़ वहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाती है और आप उस चीज़ से बाहर आ जाते हैं और एक अच्छा रिलेशनशिप आप मेंटेन करते हैं। तो यही बात वो हमें बताना चाह रहा है कि व्हेनेवर वी हैव सम नेगेटिव थॉट्स अबाउट सम पर्सन, वी शुड शेयर विद हिम। अदरवाइज़ वो जो गुस्सा है वो बढ़ता जाएगा और किसी बहुत ही नेगेटिव तरीके से बाहर आएगा। And I watered it with fears, night and morning with my tears. When I didn't tell my foe that I'm angry with you, so I was in fears. I nourished those hatred, those anger, that anger with my fear and with my tears because I kept it in my heart. So I was not happy with that fact. So it kept on and on. And I sunned it with smiles and with soft, deceitful wiles. Now, this is very important. I sunned it. I give warmth to that anger with my friend or with my foe because I gave fake smiles. Whenever I met my foe, my enemy, I did not show that I have some problem with you, and I gave him fake smiles. And also, I met him with deceitful manner, in a very artificial manner, in which I showed that I'm happy with you, but actually I hated him. So whenever we are keeping that anger in our heart and we meet that person, we will meet with him with a very fake manner, in a very deceitful manner, and we are actually making an impression that we love you, I love you, but actually I have great hatred for him. So in this way, my hatred, my anger will grow on and on. So this poem has a lot of figurative language, and we know that what is figurative language, in which poet treats the poem and the topic by using different sort of images, while he wants to convey one thing, but he chooses a way in which he will use personification, metaphor, simile. It is the play of words that, and he will put different images in some place to explain his idea, which is very different. He would say one thing to explain the other thing, right? So he treats his anger very much like a plant. When he says, I treat my anger like a plant, so he is using an image. He is treating some feeling as if it is a tree. He's giving symbols. He's giving a symbol of tree to his anger. A plant needs water and sun in order to grow. So apparently does his anger. इसी तरह से उसका जो एंगर है उसको बढ़ाने के लिए उसने क्या किया, उसने फेक स्माइल्स दी, उसने फेक किस्म की लुक्स दी अपने दुश्मन को. ही प्रिटेंड्स एज इफ़ ही लव्स हिम. उसने प्रिटेंशन से काम लिया. तो इस तरह की फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज बहुत ज़्यादा इस पोएम में यूज़ की गई है, विच इज़ वेरी इफ़ेक्टिव. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld its shine, and he knew that it was mine. So when I grow my hatred, my anger in my heart, so one day there was an apple on that tree of my anger, because there was it bore fruits. मेरे गुस्से ने एक फल दिया, एक फल लगा, and my foe beheld it. उसने देखा, मेरी जो दुश्मन है उसकी नज़र उस एप्पल पे पड़ी, and he came into that garden and he knew that that was my apple. So the hatred gave birth to an apple. It's an apple of discord. आपने मुहावरा सुना होगा, फसाद की जड़. So my hatred transformed into an apple, into a fruit. So that fruit signifies the evil that has taken birth in the heart of poet. So that fruit, that apples, is a symbol of evil that he has given birth to after giving a lot of nourishment to his hatred and anger. And into my garden stole when the night had veiled the pole. जब अंधेरा हो जाता है, so he went into my garden. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. When in the morning I went into the garden, I saw that my foe, my enemy, was dead after eating that apple. So I have actually poisoned him, and I have actually killed him with my anger. There he is, his enemy, dead under the tree of his hatred. He bit the poisoned apple of his vengeance. Vengeance बोलते हैं जो आपके दिल में गुस्सा होता है, वो बार होता है किसी के लिए. He is murdered. So in that vengeance, he killed that person whom he was supposed to tell about his anger. If he had told about his anger, so such was not the outcome. Thank you for watching, girls, and now it's your time to read the poem and to ask me if you have any questions, and we will meet tomorrow. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.